welcome to part 2. So, I'm out there in the... Let me close this real quick. Okay. So, that guy brains himself. They drive his ass off in the white van. These idiots start turning up, telling me I'm an asshole and I'm doing all these horrible things, and I'm confused because all I've been doing is going to fucking work and getting threatened, which is what normally happens to me. This is normal. This is what happens in Ackworth. They're all racist. Pieces of shits. Everyone. No good people. So, these guys keep harassing me. These other idiots, they keep trying to, like, crash into my car, and they keep fucking up and running into the ditch. One of them was in this big-ass truck, and he was, like, trying to slowly work my ass off to the side of the road, so I just, like, took my steering wheel, and I was like, and he was like, and he drove right into the other lane and drove into an 18-wheeler, and I was just like, allegedly. Anyways, so... this keeps, like, happening. These guys keep, like, pulling guns and threatening and screaming, and I'm just like, will you people fuck off? Okay. And then these fat dudes with the Justin Bieber haircuts, they come to my house, and they tell me they can do anything as a sheriff from Ackworth, because he's part of the Confederate Church of Racist Dickheads. Tell me they can do anything they want. They can murder my family. They can beat and rape me. They can do... And I was like, that's well and dandy to get off my fucking property. And they're like, no, we can do anything on your property. You can get the fuck on. That's what you can fucking do. So I call the police, and they intercept the call, and they're like, no, those guys can do whatever they want. And I was just, get the fuck on. And they start explaining to me that if I don't undo what I did, they're going to have to get jobs. They're going to have to work. And they want to sit around doing drugs. Yeah, and they belong up there in the desert where they just do drugs all day. And I was just, dude, it's called a flop house. Go to a flop house and do drugs. There's a flop house right beside my trailer. No joke, for real. There's a flop house. They could have gone there and just did drugs. Okay, anyways. So the court dudes call me, and they're the FBI guys, and they're like idiots, because they're like, we don't know what to do. Like, how do you go about this? And I just start instructing them and telling them what Stu told me. And I just repeat every word of that to them. And they start getting, like, weird about it. And then they start threatening me. Yes, the FBI starts threatening me. They start telling me that, like, I should have went into witness protection so they could murder my ass. And then they tell me they want to hire me. And I tell them I don't want to get hired because you just explained to me you're going to murder my ass like 2 minutes ago. Okay, and this shit keeps happening. Like, they just keep doing this, like, infinitely, where they're just continuously terrorizing me at every fucking turn, and I'm completely oblivious to it. I want to be clear on that. I have no idea what these assholes are doing. They're just terrorizing the fuck out of me, okay? And fucking, I keep going to people's houses, they're pulling guns on me, and then there's these weird fuckers. I don't know what these guys' problem was. They would, like, fuck up, and then tell me they fucked up, and then they would just disappear. Yeah. Anyways, I was like, dude, this is fucking lame. And then I finally get a call. Sean Andrews shows up. Yeah, Sean Andrews, the guy who tried to murder me in high school. He shows up, and he has his wife with him, and he's like, I can't believe you did that. And he has a gun, and he's explaining to me the Church of the Anal Eating Mummy's coming to kill me, and I explained to him that I've been dealing with these people. They're idiots. They're stupid. I ain't scared of shit. They've shown gross incompetence in everything they do. They're more dangerous to themselves and each other than they are to me. And Sean Andrews has this guy. He has a Jewish guy with him, and the Jewish guy is like, Shalom, Jewish stuff, and I'm like, cool. And I talked to these guys. They call Bernie Sanders the Bernie Sanders. And he's like, thank you for your service. We've been waiting decades and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's amazing. And I was like, but we really need to get laws passed on cults. Well, cults are protected under the First Amendment. No. You create a legal definition of a cult. You go, human sacrifice cannot be a part of your religion, or else you lose your tax-exempt service, okay? Because these assholes told me about them fucking you. And Bernie's like, we can't do that. And he's the Amendment King. The Amendment King. And I'm like, well, we need to have more stipulations, because these guys are basically an organized crime ring that just want to rape babies all day. And they're like, no, we can't do anything. And that's stupid. And I can't believe Bernie told me that, but he did. He told me that there's nothing he can do. And I was just... you're my hero. I love you. You're the great dude. You're my favorite person on the planet. And then I get a call from a bunch of YouTubers that were all enslaved to these people, and they're thanking me, and I keep telling them I need chelation therapy because I have cadmium brain. Remember, Abe told me I needed I had a cadmium brain. So I tell him, I'm talking to this guy, and I'm like, I need chelation therapy. And then George Miller, the director of Fury Road, calls me, and he's like, oh, thank you for all this. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And I'm like, I need chelation therapy. This guy is rich. He could have given me money, and I could have fucking gotten chelation. Doesn't give it to me. Eminem, I talked to him. Doesn't give me any fucking money for chelation therapy. None of these people. And then a bunch of women from the church call. And they're like, oh, thank you for freeing us. Oh, you freed 300,000 people. Oh, you're Jesus. You're a God. And I'm like, cool. Can I get some money for chelation therapy? No. And this keeps happening. I probably talked to some 200, 400 people. They all their conversations went like this. I'm just going to give you a shorthand because I could be here all day doing their conversations. They start like, oh, thank you. But they're going to kill you. You're going to die. Okay. You're not dedicated to stopping them? No. Not helping you. Sorry. Can I get some money? Nope. I can't do. Nope. Can't give you anything. Nope. So this keeps happening until the Muslims call. The Muslims call. Like, actual Muslims look like me, these guys. And they're like, 9/11 was a false flag attack. They got my daughter kidnapped, and it was all to get the DHS in place so they can set up a totalitarian society. And they just go on this crazy Muslim rant, and I'm like, oh, cool, you got your daughter back. That's great, brother. I need money for chelation therapy. And we'll send you $2 million. And they send me $2 million on a check. Okay, but where'd that money go? About to tell you. So they give me $2 million. I'm like, wow, thank you guys. And they're like, oh no, we consider you a prophet. You need to come to the Middle East. I'm not going to the Middle East. My uncle told me to stay away from religion, and the Middle East is nothing but religion. Okay, I don't hate you guys. You guys do your religious stuff. It ain't for me. And he's, no, the Middle East is beautiful. You come out here, you can live out here. We'll give you women. I just need chelation therapy, brother. I'm glad to be a help. I'm glad you got your daughter back. I'm glad everybody's happy. I'm glad that, like, you know, all these good things are happening. And I'm just some guy. I was like, I'm not anything special. I'm not the Messiah or anything. But thank you for the $2 million, brother. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I hang up on him. We had a longer conversation where he explained to me the complexities of his situation. And I have cadmium brain, so I'm not fully functioning, so I keep telling these people I like fat chicks and I need chelation therapy, so everybody on the fucking planet knows I like fat chicks. And dude, this goes on. There's hundreds of people fucking that call. There's some guy, I don't know who he was. He was Canadian. He was all like, hey, he was telling me that he gets pegged in the ass like every night, and that was my fault because in high school this guy did something to the church, and I told Stu not to kill him, to peg him in the ass, and that's what happens to him. And I'm sorry about that guy that you're getting pegged in the ass, but like, he was gonna murder you, brother. This SSBBW calls me. Yeah, a real SSBBW calls me, tells me I'm a piece of shit and I'm the reason she's obese. And I remember Stu told me he's going to murder this chick. And I told her, put her into being a BBW and you can collect money off of her. Which is what they did to her. And she's pissed. She's blaming me for all her fucking problems because that's my fault that I didn't want her fucking dead. But whatever. I'm sorry I couldn't think of something better, lady. But you could have given me money for chelation therapy, but you didn't. And all these people, all of them are in positions to help. Anyone, dude, if I was in some guy's sex dungeon out in Utah, I would have showed up to my house with a steel dildo up my ass, and I would have whipped that bitch out, pulled that shit right out my ass, and been like, these dickheads are coming for you, and I'm gonna beat them to death. And you know what I would have done? I would have been like, what happened? And then you would have been like, well, they put me in their sex dungeon, they brutalized me for years, and I fucking hate them, and I'm gonna make sure that you don't have to sign shit. No. Okay. I'd let that guy live in the front yard. I don't mind. I'm a nice guy like that. Anyways. But these dickheads all abandoned me. They just keep telling me they're going to kill me. Let them kill me. All this shit. Even the FBI at one point is like, let them kill you. So, I do the right thing, and I let them kill me. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I go on a delivery. This dickhead has a gun, and I'm like, are you from the Church of the Anal Eating Mummy? And he's like, I am. and I'm gonna kidnap your soul, and I'm gonna have powers. And I was like, yeah, whatever, okay, let's get it over with. And he's, uh, no bullshit, no bullshit. So I get down, he fucking brains me in the back of the head. There's just there's just a bang, you know. He hit me with something. He didn't shoot me, he hit me with something. And then I wake up in a ditch. Yeah. Anyways, so Blondie gets out there, and Blondie starts fucking... No, well, in between there, these women come and get me. They abduct my ass. They do the whole... Like the belly girl did. She LSD'd my ass. And I meet this fat girl named Jasmine. Jasmine from, Aladdin. Because I look like Aladdin. When I don't have the beard, I look like Aladdin. Anyways, so... Oh, at first, the Muslim money. Forgot about that. So I take that check to the bank, and there's this lady... Her son was the kid that got killed at the beginning of this, the whole first cold case. And she thinks that I murdered her son because she's an idiot. So she steals that money. Yeah, she steals that check. Like, the money that could have got me chelation therapy, could have bought me weapons, guns, explosives, anything to deal with these people, she steals it. And gives it to the Church of the Annual Eating Mummy. This is how you deal with shitty people, dude. Fucking garbage, okay? Just a fact. You're all going to hell. There is no heaven for you. Anyways, so she steals that money. This woman shows up. Her name's Jasmine. And they put my ass in my shitty Corolla, and she's in the passenger seat, and she's like this fat chick, and I'm like, oh boy. And we go to this shitty place out in the fucking desert, and it's got this shitty fucking tree, and I'm tripping on acid, and there's a shitty ice cream parlor and a shitty temple, and there's naked women running around. And they're all explaining to me the master has to sleep with every age of woman, and all this shit, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And she's like, thank you. I slept on her lap the entire time. I was a good Bobby, and I was a nice person, maybe. I don't know, I was high on acid. I think I ate bird shit for some reason. Not sure about that. Probably shouldn't have said that. It's kind of gross. Anyway, these people hate me too, because they're white and splendid, and I'm still an N-word. So regardless of what good I do, I'm still an N-word, no matter what. So there isn't any thing I can do to please the white and splendid. So they're not going to give me money. And they explained to me they have like some $6 billion. They could have easily just given me some fucking money, but they decided no. Because they're good people. And this is what happens when you don't have gratitude. Let me explain to you what gratitude is. It's very complex for stupid people. Okay? Somebody does something nice for you, you do something nice to them. Okay? This is my cat. I pets him, and then he goes and kills roaches around the house. Because he understands gratitude, and he's a stupid fucking animal. Nobody at the church has that. They don't understand gratitude. You're nice to him, you're stupid. Remember again? You're being stupid, you're being nice to me. So these people, while I'm being nice to them, are treating me like shit. Because you're stupid if you're being nice. I don't understand kindness. I don't get it. It's very complicated. Disgusting people. All of them. Even the people I help. Equally disgusting people. No, sir. No, sir. Anyways, so they put me back on my merry way. I wake up the next day, I have this big ass kissy mark on my face. And then they start telling me they're running an election for president at their church. And I was like, there's no way my N-word ass is going to win that. I'm black. So I tell them I'll run for president. And then they explained to me I had to be adopted by some guy, some tool named Doug Boyle. And I let that dickhead fucking adopt my ass. Because this is all stupid. I don't think I'm ever going to get fucking elected. I start running on communism when I'm not a communist. To them, socialism. To them, healthcare for all. Nope. That's communism. Caring about your neighbor? Communism. Actually being a nice, effective person? Communism. Being black? Communism. Being a woman? Communism. See, that's the one thing I'm not, is a woman. Yeah. So I start talking about agency, and they explain to me you can't talk about agency in the church because they don't do that. They don't do accountability for shit. And I was like, so you guys are all women, and they get mad. And the men start explaining to me they're not women. They just don't like being disciplined. And I explain to them they're women. Because you're not supposed to discipline women. You're not supposed to hit them. They're soft. Well, the women I like are soft. They're fat. Anyways, so I'm back in fucking shithole Ackworth, and there's tons of people calling me, and they're all rich. They're all filthy, stinking fucking rich. Millions of dollars, billions of dollars. Cartel members, Russians, fucking Chinese, rich. Filthy, stinking, fucking rich. And not one of them can give me a fucking dollar. Their kids are valueless to them. George Miller, everybody that had their kid captured by the church, their kids, they're not worth a fucking dollar to me. Okay. And I argue it's because they're all racist and they just thought I was some dumb N-word. Anyways, so I get waterboarded again. I get beaten again. I keep getting fucking assaulted. I'm starting to get annoyed with these people because they can't fuck off and their egos are too big and they're getting themselves killed left and right. That's another thing. These guys are real fucking idiots. Like, you don't have to do much. You could just fucking stand by and watch them. They're so aggressive at like trying to murder your ass, they get themselves murdered. One of the dudes, I was in traffic. I was like delivering the fucking pizza, and this guy just walks over and he bashes my window with his hand, with the butt of a gun, and he just sticks his gun in my window and he's like, "It's all bye-bye for you." And I was all great. Another white supremacist. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I start telling him, "You're an asshole." And "I'm not an asshole." So I drive off because the light turns green. And then on my way back, that dude comes running across the street and I call the police. There's an accident out here on Ackworth. Some dickhead ran across the street. Anyways, so Blondie, Mr. White and Splendid. At some point, this is kind of confusing because there's something missing in my brains. Blondie gets this black kid from my high school to murder my ass, and he ends up shooting me in the head at Wendy's. But then Blondie decides that because he's an N-word and I'm an N-word, we're in cahoots and we're working together. So Blondie brains him. And then there's this redneck kid that comes to murder my ass. We get into a fucking argument. And then I just start dancing. I'm listening to that song. You know, making my way downtown. Talking fast, faces fast, and I'm down. And I start shaking. And then he starts firing. And the bullet goes flying out the fucking window. And he misses me. And then Blondie brains him too. And then Blondie starts explaining to me that only white and splendid people are blessed and special. And it only works out for white and splendid people. And it's not going to work out for me. Because I'm not white and splendid. This asshole later murders Pastel Bunny. I'm going to cover that later. He's a fucking dick and a half, I'll tell you what. Anyways, fucking... So these guys keep coming. Everybody's fucking useless, apparently. Nobody fucking cares to help me. In any fucking regard. A bunch of... This is the thing. Non-members of the church try to murder me. Yeah, they get their kids back, and their response is, "I'm going to kill you." Yeah. Other members of the church try to put me in jail. They file false claims through the court system, trying to put me in jail. Yeah. Non-members. These are non-members. They start filing false claims. There's lies upon lies. Everybody's fucking panicking. Everybody's behaving like a dumbass, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? Is the entire world just lost its fucking mind? Yeah. And then I get elected president. How about that? The N-word won. White and splendid. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm going to tell you about being president of the Church of the It's horrible. It is. The only good thing is I got this wild sex orgy and they got all the fat chicks. It's like they sent out a call for all the fat chicks in the land. And I just had crazy, boring missionary sex. Well, outside of some of the women. Well, we're going to get into details on that, brother. I had a crazy sex orgy, dude. I was high on LSD the entire time. It was amazing. And some of these women were crazy awesome. They Another video. I guess stay tuned for part 3.